Bob Banks, the star of the show, getting ready. And now the DH, Bob Banks. A first-round pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. This one ripped but foul to the right. Banks hit a homer in his most recent game. Foul ball there. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Oh, 0-2, rocks and fires. Sharp grounder into the outfield for a hit. That's 2 straight 2-out hits. Digging in for the Drillers, Bob Banks. The first overall pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. And there's a base hit. Around second, on the way to third. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Lifted in the air to right center. That's pretty deep. Pulls it down. Tags up from second, heads to third. Nice read by the runner to move up and put runners on the corners. Now they can bring in the run on the sac fly. One down. Banks getting ready to hit. Around first and heading for second. The throw in. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. Hard ground ball, base hit. The tying run is aboard. Seeing the ball very. And now the right fielder, Damon Keith. Here it comes. Fly ball to right. Rambush. As they escape the bases loaded jam. Banks put together a nice showing despite the loss. Put together a 4-hit performance. Bob Banks is getting ready. He not only brings... Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, Bob Banks. Big game last night, went 4 of 5. Line drive, and it's caught. That ends the inning and limits the damage. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, and he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Fly ball to left, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. Next to hit, Nick Dunn.
Yep. No balls. 1 strike.
One out and the base is empty. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 2 gone as the home first is moving along pretty quick. Caden Polkovich, the next to hit.
Hey, ride. 0-1.
Grounder left side, and that's just foul. Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2. What a
One
take
ball,
with two
two
strikes. Swing and a miss,
three.
got the strikeout. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. If you're ready to build your dream home with a moat and a whispering gallery, call AC Hines Architecture. If you don't want those things, call someone else.
Ball.
Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Beautiful example right there of an up-the-middle approach paying off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon enough. 1 away. So up next, Jared Sundstrom. Swings through that one, 0-1 now. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Runner at first, 1 away. Got the batter swinging. Swing went right over top of the curveball. The catcher now at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1. 2.
Can't connect on the curveball. He strikes out. 1 hit, 1 left. We're back here at the ballpark. And now, Victor Labrada. Foul ball there. And the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. To first. That's the first out.
Batting ninth.
Now up, Michael Arroyo.
Arroyo.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1 offering. That one fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the top of the order here. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Yoiner Fajardo. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the 1st. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Just missing there. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to swings through it for the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball. Next is the designated hitter, Bob Banks, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Sharp grounder, that's through for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the first.
Welcome back. The Travelers at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
Arkansas, the designated hitter, Nick John.
Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. On the ground to the left, Posey. Sends it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Digging in for the Travelers, Caden Polkovich. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play. The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 0-2 now. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Swing and a miss. 2 outs already in the home 4th. And now it's going to be Hogan Windish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now. One-two pitch. That's inside. Fly ball, left field. Aline. That is the inning. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Travelers batting. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Got the strikeout looking. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth. Next up for the Travs, Jared Sundstrom. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Sundstrom, 23 years old, and he was a 10th round pick in 2023. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, number 6. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the fifth. Tapped softly to the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. Continues to roll. Banks will hit next. 1 for 2. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Fouled off left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fights it off, we'll see another. 0-2, here's the pitch. Struck out swinging. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Next to hit, Michael Arroyo. Went down on strikes the first time through. There's a strike. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach.
No ball.
The Travelers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Batting order turns over. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Yoiner Fajardo. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make him come into the strike zone if they want to get to him. Close, but ruled a ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one missed. That's a pitch that could have gone either way. Good job by the pitcher to accept the plate umpire's call politely. That made dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. So a runner aboard. Next up, the designated hitter, Nick Dunn. Sirota on the move. Racing over to make the catch. Runner left on base. They're trailing here 3-0.
Arkansas, the second
back here at the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Digging in for the Travelers, Caden Polkovich. Pops it up, foul on the left side. And there's 1 down. Hogan Windish getting ready to hit.
No
1 out and the base is empty. Grounder up the middle, Gauthier. Throw to first in time. It's so hard for batters to do anything with onside run like that. You're lucky just to put the barrel on it. And the next batter, Blake Rambush. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance.
No.
Pitch misses. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's a pop-up. Barnes under it. And that's that. They're set down in order.
Now pitching for Tulsa,
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ben Harris, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Wallops this one out towards right center, and it's into the gap, and that'll kick off the base of the wall. Safe at second with a double, third hit of the afternoon. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, and it's a 2-run game. Here's a pop-up. Barnes settles underneath it, settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. He records his very first win in professional baseball, and I have a feeling... So 2 down, and now the DH, Bob Banks. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Swings and jolts one to left. That one hops the wall. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Pulls into second with 2 gone. That was a great swing he put on that pitch. Beautiful swing there, leads to the double, and the hitting coach has to figure out how they can make that the default swing going forward. A minor leaguer who can unlock that swing consistently is going to be on the rise. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Here comes the 0-1. Left field getting pretty deep.
Get out, ball, get out.
It bangs off the wall. The throw in to second. Makes it to second base with 2 gone. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit to third. Play made. That ends the inning. Nothing across here. We're back here at the ballpark, all set to start the 9th inning in this one. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Bob Banks. In the air, out towards right center. 1 down. Trying to eke out at least 1 run and send this ball game to extras.
Win dish.
Fly to center, and that ought to do it.
I got it.
This one is over. This game shows just why he's a key contributor. So here's the cleanup hitter, Spencer Packard. At the belt, kicks and delivers. Liner to left. Base hit, coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Leading off for Tulsa.
Top half of the second from North Little Rock. Ripped, but it curls foul. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that swing, drive, forget it, long home run to right. Blasted that one out of here.
Now batting,
a solo blast, and they tie it up. It's 1-1. Not great command on the mound, and with this one swung on, hit very well, way back there. Gets into the corner, but it's foul. Ripped into the outfield, and that's a base hit. Now second and third, and nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Hit hard, should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. Chance at a triple. In there safely. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Good
Now
job to
batting.
stay back
Left
on that
fielder,
one and not
Bob
roll over on it.
Banks.
Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Well struck, out to left.
Go, 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 go.
That one's gone. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first
Leading
pitch
off
of
for
an
the
at-bat,
Travelers,
it's
the
because they
second
came up
baseman,
looking for that
King.
exact pitch. I think
Home
that's the
to
case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. It gets down, base hit. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. A laser to left for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked at the plate. Bob Banks. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his third homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. Fouled off to the right. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was. Bob Banks, fresh off an impressive. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Bob Banks, digging in now, currently a top 10 prospect amongst left fielders in all of minor league baseball. Swings and lifts this one to center. Way back, and it's gonna go. Home run. A massive shot. Fourth home run of the series. And they take the lead. It's 1-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely. This one is labeled. And it hits the fence. Throws to second, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they tie it up. Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and give it a strong, balanced cut. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. A 2-run blast is second of the night. And they lead it. It's 3-1. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. This one is labeled.
Get up, ball, get up.
And it's out of here. A solo blast. The 6th of the series. And they add on. It's 4-1. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, he flared that out into shallow left, and it's a really tough ball for the third baseman and left fielder to get to, as you saw. That's a fluky base hit. This next at-bat looms very large. Well struck, right field.
Get out of here, ball, get out of here.
That one is gone. Powers this one out to right field. A 2-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well, and that will do it. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort. Bob Banks with an off-the-charts. 1 down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Bob Banks. A historic game last night. One of the rare times you'll see swing and a drive. And it's gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. 8th of the series. And now they're out front. It's 1-0. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. That's a base hit. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Would you like to learn to make music and work through your personal issues? Then call the fine folks at Thad's Theremin Therapy and book a complimentary trial session today. Banks, he's already homered in this ballgame. Bashed down the right side, but foul. This one is labeled. Third hit of the day for the DH. Two away, and the bases are loaded. Bob Banks, the next to hit. He's already gone yard in this game.
Hey, no one better right here.
That one ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. One runs in, another comes in to score. Coming around third. He's safe. They clear the bases. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Well struck, right field.
Get up, ball, get up.
And it's gone! That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Ripped to short, but caught for the out. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th, down to their last out. This pitch popped up. Posey. Ball game. Banks really stood out in this win. 5 hits, including...